A pleasant good morning to everyone. Executive members present, the athletes, the media, and the other guests from national sporting organizations. It has been 4 months and 14 days since being elected to be president of the TT Olympic Committee, Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee, Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association. Thus far, with 2 games, a Summer Olympic gold medal reallocation ceremony, and other administrative matters, it has been a very busy 4 months. The recent break-in of the offices has added the unnecessary challenge of having to deal with the matters that could have been avoided. However, and thankfully, I can report that we have secured the server, allowing it to be functional once again. While some of the national team uniforms have been recovered, an undisclosed amount was lost. We are extremely grateful to all national authorities and the amalgamated security firm for their swift action last week. We also thank staff for all the support given during that period. Soon we will be moving to a new location, as this occurrence has only brought the need to obtain our permanent home, an Olympic house, to an urgent priority. Nevertheless, we persevere and are here today to recognize the performances of the athletes who continue to give their best on the world stage to bring Trinidad and Tobago the recognition it deserves. The Commonwealth Games Birmingham, through the athletes, reignited our dreams and brought hope to all of us. We therefore extend another hearty congratulations to all who represented the red, white, and black with pride. Without the national governing bodies, athletes would not have the chance to achieve the steps necessary to rise to the top. As sport administrators and managers, it is your and our duty to the athletes who choose your sport to provide every opportunity for them to be successful. This is being athlete-focused, non-partial, objective, and supportive no matter the age, gender, race, religious persuasion, or any other orientation or characteristic a person falls into. We must all work with integrity. Let fair competition decide. Trinidad and Tobago, through the TTCGA, has secured the Commonwealth Youth Games, Trinbago 2023, and we are all excited. We look forward to a very exciting games and the support of the people and the country to ensure that this Twin Island nation showcases all that it has to offer to the Commonwealth nations and by extension, the world. The athletes who worked through heart, sweat, and tears, and who were successful in achieving medals at the recent games, and their bonuses are cycling, Nicholas Paul, in the men's keirin, gold. The value of the medal bonus is US $3,000. Men's sprint, silver, US $2,000. Men's 1,000 meter time trial, bronze, US 1,000, total of $6,000 US. In athletics, we had the men's 4x400 relay gold. Dwight St-Hilaire, represented by Dwight St-Hilaire, Asa Guevara, Marshall Cedeno, Jareem Richards, Kashif King, and Che Lara. US 7,500, an individual amount of $1,250. The men's 4x100 relay silver, Gerard Elcock, Eric Harrison Jr., Keon Benjamin, Kyle Grew, Akani Hislop, US 5,000 with individual of 1,000 each. And last but not least, the men's 200 meters gold, Jareem Richards, US $3,000. A total payout of US $21,500 with approximate TT value of $147,000. The TTOC is appreciative of all the hard work you have put into achieving these goals. And on behalf of the TTOC and the TTCGA, thank you all for your contribution and the passion to go the distance. Thanks to our very hardworking staff under tough conditions. Thank you to the media, our partners, and all others who continue to support our athletes along their journey. Have a great day. And I will call on both Nicholas and Jareem Richards to say a few words. Nicholas, if you would like to start first on this occasion.
I just want to say thanks to God firstly, secondly, the TTOC for all the love and support always. And I just like the initiative that you guys are taking to, support and to be there for the athletes whenever and all the time. And I just want to say thanks for that. And on behalf of the athletes, I would like to say very, 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 I can't say how much thanks that and appreciation that I really hold for you all, but I just want to say thanks.
I would just like to say on behalf of the athletes, thank you so much for the support of TTOC, the staff, the medical staff, the members, the people in the background that we may not have seen that supported us, Trinidad and Tobago. TTOC has supported me since 2016 Olympics, and I've always felt the love and the full support, the caringness behind the athletes, and it was very important coming to this Commonwealth Games. It was just an all-round support for the athletes. I could have feel the love, I could have feel the support and the togetherness. We felt at home in the village in Birmingham, and every need was met by the athletes from the TTOC, and that's very important to help the athletes feel comfortable. So when it's time for us to perform, we feel that we have everything there at our disposal so that we could be successful. And I'm not sure how history goes, but I know for a fact if this probably was the most successful Commonwealth Games by Trinidad and Tobago ever. From cycling to track and field to swimming, all the sports that took part. I know everybody would have went out there and done their best. I didn't even know we had basketball, and we were represented in basketball also, which is shows the versatility of Trinidad and Tobago and shows that we making strides in all different sports in Trinidad and Tobago. So, once again, I would just like to say thank you so much for the TTOC, and for the medal bonus is very important because this is one helpful to the athletes. This could go back into our training, and it just shows us that you work hard, you can be rewarded, and I know it's a very good initiative to help athletes going forward, and great motivation for the current athletes and also the younger athletes going forward, knowing that you do well, you would be rewarded outside of just receiving a medal. That is just something very important. So once again, on behalf of the athletes, I'd like to say thank you so much for the love and support, and going forward to all the other games in 2023 and 2024 Olympic Games. I wish everyone the best, and let's just stay focused, refresh the mind, refresh the body. And as our old TTOC president, Mr. Brian Lewis, told me some years back, each time you step on the line, the clock starts at zero. So my coach over here also says, don't let the highs get too high, don't let the lows get too low. So essentially, when you are victorious, live in the moment, enjoy the moment. But even in the midst of disappointment or struggle, also feel the pain, feel how it is to be sad, but don't live there too long. Always have a good balance, a middle base where nothing doesn't affect you for too long, so you can actually restart and refocus, which makes it easier. So once again, thank you from the athletes, and we really appreciate everything that you have done for us. And going forward, we just hope to continue growing and making great progress and continue getting better. Thank you.
Thank you, Jareen. Great advice there for anybody to make use of. I know we have quite a bit of media on. If anybody has questions that they would like to ask?
Diane, I heard you mention that, the robbery would have affected or set back preparations for the Commonwealth Youth Games, but how much would it have set things back at all? Will that affect like scheduling, or is it more on the administrative side of things?
Right. So earlier on in my speech, my presentation, I mentioned that the server is back up and that it's functional again. So luckily and thankfully, we are back on stream and would not lose any information that would cause any impact. So we are just really, really thankful that the providers and everybody, worked assiduously to ensure that we are back up on stream. On behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association, that we extend condolences in the passing of Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, and to the Commonwealth Games Federation in this unfortunate time. Any questions?
Good morning. You spoke earlier about the possibility of the Olympic House having to shift location. Have you all decided on that location? Is that something that is set up very soon?
Yes, hopefully. We would be able to, that would be effective the 1st of October, and therefore we would have to close out all our previous arrangements by the 30th, for the 30th of September. So yes, since papers have not been signed on a dotted line, I would prefer to just hold on where it is at the point in time, but it is coming, hopefully.
Can you also give us an update in terms of the preparations for Commonwealth Youth Games next year? Is a big event that the TTOC, along with the government, is preparing to host. What is the latest in terms of preparations for that competition next year?
In terms of the games itself, I can say that we are on stream. The sports finally have been, I think, have reached a point where the sports have been confirmed by the international federations. And I believe most people have recognized the dates through the media. And we will give a little bit more information later on, but on who and the organizing committee, etc. So just a few more days again, and all of this information would be made available to everyone.
Hi, Diane. I just have two questions a question each for Jareem and Nicholas Paul. Yeah, for Jareem, I would just like if he could just reflect on this season, how, he had an eventful season this time around, and if you could just reflect on that. And for Nicholas, I believe he's preparing for the World Championships next. So I'd like to get his thoughts on how preparations are going. Yeah, whoever could come first.
Hi, good morning. Just to reflect on my season, this has been by far the best season that I've ever had in my life. I had two personal bests in both events, the 400 meters and the 200 meters. I was able to dip under 20 seconds 4 times this season. And one of the best feelings ever was honestly to back it up after running it in Trinidad, because a lot of people in the track will like to say Trinidad track is 90 meters. So just to prove the people who say stuff like that wrong was a big feat to me. Obviously, the World Indoor gold medal and championship record, and also the Commonwealth Games championship record and gold medal, and being able to defend that title and win the 4x4. That was something very big for us too. This has been a very, 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 very good and blessed season for me. God has really blessed me richly this season, but I've also worked very, very hard, and I'm thankful for the support that I've gotten from my family, from my friends, from the association, from Trinidad and Tobago. It from my sports psychologist, like it so much went into this this year. I've done so much. I've worked so hard. I've tried to be the best I could be in all aspects of my life, and it really, really came forward, and it was a successful year. And if I could go over and do it again, it would be hard to perfect. If I had to do it over again, because I feel like I've done almost everything right. There was spaces where I could have done better, but this was the hardest I've ever worked in my life, and sacrificed a lot. And it was just, I was just able to be successful this year, and I'm thankful. And one thing I would add to a big motivation for me this year was, and it was a sad thing, but it was motivation for me also, but the passing of Dion Lendo was a sad moment in this whole year for me. And I still think about him, and it was something that to this point was still so unreal to believe. But I know at the end of the day, the type of person he was, the happiness he brought to the team, the motivation that he was to all of us, and my entire generation coming up as athletes would have looked up to Dion and want to emulate him and be just like him. And he was such a nice person, and somebody you could have reached out to any point in time, and he would answer the phone. And whether it was just to get some advice on you have an upcoming race, or what to do to get better, or you wanted to play some video games and you just wanted somebody to talk to or play with, Dion was that person to go to. Or you're going on a national team or a Commonwealth Games or Olympics, you just can't wait to go up and meet up everybody. But Dion was the main person, because he was the life. He was the life of the party. He was the life of the team, and he was the motivation of the team. And trying to fill in that spot was something that I had to try to do this year, because now I'm one of the oldest guys on the team. Well, I am the oldest guy on the team, actually. I didn't even really think about that too much. And it was a hard task, because I don't feel like no one could ever be the type of person that he was, but it definitely was motivation to try to live up to the type of person that he was. And I know that he would have wanted his legacy to live on and to continue bringing the venom that he would have brought to the track, on and off the track, and to motivate the younger athletes like he would have done. I know he would have never want something like that to die out, so that was just a big motivation for me this year also, just thinking about him in and out of practice. And each time I had to run, even if I felt scared a little bit, I'd tell myself, well, Dion wouldn't feel scared. Dion would motivate his team. Dion would, I would always question myself and say, well, what would Dion do? Or Dion would do this. So yeah, that was just a big, it was a sad moment in this year for me, but it was a pivotal moment in this year for me too, because it was hard to lose him. And at that point in time and that moment, I just kind of wanted to make him proud, so yeah, that's my recap on this season.
For me, on regards to my preparation for World Championships, I've been training hard for 3 weeks now, and I think it's only 3 weeks to go again. I think this is one of my next big targets for the year, and it would be the last big target. But main preparations have been going good so far. I think my form is there. So I think now it's just to go out there and execute and to rep Trinidad and Tobago to the best of my ability. So preparations is going well.
Great.
Good morning, everyone, and really great congratulations to all the athletes. You've done us proud, not only at the Commonwealth Games, but also at the Caribbean Games. And that was a lot of the young athletes. So we really feel very proud. Jereme, you brought tears to my eyes because I remember Dion from 2012 Olympics, and when he ran and the team won the bronze in the 4x4. So it's very much a year dedicated to him, and he would be very proud of all of you. So congratulations again, and wish you all the best. Next year is a busy year, CAC, Pan Am Games, and of course, World Championships again. So lots to look forward to in all the sports. So congratulations again.
Thank you, Secretary General North. And thank you everyone for being here, athletes for taking the time, as well as the media and the executive members who are with us this morning. Thank you all for tuning in.